Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Kind of a cool pattern. I would change some things up a little bit well, I'm going to do it right now for you. Pretty cool. Let's start with a 1-inch square holding down the control button and make it 1 inch. I'm going to take away the outline and I'm going to make it red. I'm going to go in and zoom in. I'm going to get the interactive fill tool. This time I'm going to go across, see if we can make it look a little more special. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. That's really pretty good. I could maybe put a little bit more yellow on it. Now I'm going to set my nudge factor to 1 inch. And I don't really think it really matters what size you make it, but we're going to go hit the plus key and go over one, and then I might even mirror that one so it looks like that, and then Control D. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like that. So 3 over, hit the plus key, and let's go 4 down. Take that one, hit the plus key. I'm using the plus key over Control D because this way it won't just go off into space when I do it, and then just make that box. And I like the color. You got to think about when this color matches that color. You know, when this one comes around, it's going to look like that, but that's not bad. So go ahead and Control G to group that together, and then let's make something for it to go into. I've made several videos on that. Take an ellipse and hit P, Control D, hold down the shift key and just kind of bring it in. Get a 2-point line, hold it down the control button and then hit P. Let's rotate that 10 degrees. Let's Control D and let's just mirror it. So there's our shape. So we're going to take our Smart Fill tool, and I want to nudge this, but I don't want to nudge it so many times. And I'm already through with the 1 inch, so I'm going to make it like 10 inches. And then that way I can just nudge it one time, get it out of the way, maybe even twice. And I'm going to left click, right click. Now I'm going to take our group of items that's grouped together. You can see down here it's a group of 12 items. Go to Effects and Envelope. Open up the envelope docker, and then you're going to get right here. Create envelope from. It's going to give you this arrow. Well, that didn't work. Oh, I'll put it in there. Create envelope from this. That's why we do that. Now I've got this shape. I'm going to shift select that one and go EC. That way I can put this thing right. Well, that's almost better. So if you remember 1, 2, I'm going to nudge it out twice, 3 times. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all this. You don't have to hit your calculator button. And then just nudge it back because we're working in the center of the page. Yeah, the red's kind of blended in the yellows. The envelope tool, I guess, is doing that. Control D, alternate C, and rotate it 20 degrees. And see, now they're going to match up all the way across. I might even make a second video later to make it look. If you ever mess up, Control D, alternate C, and rotate it to 320, and then Control D again. So if you ever get stuck, just go. I think I could do this another way and not have to put it, or pre-put it in the envelope form, let's say. So maybe stay tuned for part 2. Let's go ahead and make this black. Go up to Object, Order, Bank of Pay. Even though the colors aren't exactly what I wanted, that's pretty outstanding. And you could actually make it go taller. I think I like the first one better. The first one I just moved the interactive fill tool down, then where I did this one in a corner. Anyway, hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.